Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Fix. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the MLB Odds Couple show for Monday, May 30th. Mike Brenner, we got a full card.
Pistol
The good
Pete.
news.
You just hit your hat like a, like a relief pitcher
I'm ready
standing
to
on the
go.
mound. I love it.
There's a lot of plays I'm liking. A little bit of bad news though. Let's throw up the record.
A little bit of bad news. I got my ass handed to me on Saturday.
Yeah, a little bit.
Thank God for the tweets. They don't count on our record,
No.
but the tweets are there. I put out Dodgers and Cubs yesterday, two different games, run lines. Both of them cashed, so thank God for that. But no,
Yeah, you've
Saturday.
been on like the Cubs money train from day one this year. You had them like three-quarters of the days, and you've cashed three-quarters of the time with them.
Yeah, I have a client just leaving Vegas right now that cashed with we cashed big on the Cubs two times this weekend.
At a certain point, aren't your clients like, what am I paying you for? The Cubs are just obvious.
No.
I don't need
well,
you
that's
to
the beautiful thing. They don't pay me. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Pistol Pete, I do some power picks on the side that definitely are worthy, and that's for sure, and I let them speak volumes. But with that being said, Saturday, I kind of went a little overboard, got a little too excited, and I'm re-strategizing now. I'm cutting back. No, for real. I'm going to really start getting sharp and show what I can really do in MLB. So with that being said, I'm going to shut up and let my results do the talking.
But they already have done the talking. Your ROI is still about plus 2%.
That's not acceptable to me, Pistol
That's
Pete.
Professional. The pros expect 2 to 3% ROI from MLB. Exactly. That's what they aim for.
Okay. Well, I'm aiming a little higher.
All right. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know how you're feeling about this card. I'm seeing a bunch of picks that I'm liking. Let's start with one that I'm liking. See what you think about it. White Sox at Mets. Now, Matt Harvey's been struggling. Right?
Wow, struggling. That's being kind.
Matt Harvey cannot let his results speak for themselves.
I believe if he doesn't pitch today, what's going to happen to him is going to what happened to Buchholz. They might send his ass to the bullpen or double AAA.
Now I've been doing my research. What the hell? What's wrong with it? Is it physical?
I think it's mental.
Mental?
No, I think it's mental. There was I had a contact that told me he thought it was a hidden injury and something that they were trying to conceal. And then I found out no, it's not. And apparently this stuff is mental. He had a separate trainer come in and try to fix some issues on the side. And from what I heard, it totally just totally bounced back and bit him in the ass.
Okay.
They say now his style and his whole pitching form is totally changed from what he had last year, and they say now it's psychological is what I'm hearing.
So to sum up, the whole point is no reason to expect him to improve today.
No, not at all, and I sure wouldn't. I'm staying the hell away from that.
So I bet this one on the overnight big. I bet the White Sox on the run line.
You went big?
I bet the over. I like this game every which way fading Harvey. White Sox team total over, the over, the White Sox first five, everything. What do you think? Is that one of your picks?
No, it's not. I'm not touching it.
Why?
But when you opened up the show and clutched on your hat twice like a reliever, I said, Pistol Pete's ready to go, and that's why.
With all you know about Matt Harvey, why don't you want to go on the White Sox?
Well, because Pistol Pete, White Sox haven't shown me enough consistency in the last 2 weeks. So
Sure.
Plus, not just that, I'm looking at really key games that are standing out for the value. So that's just not one of them today.
All right. Well,
for me,
I'm going to go on.
Jump on that bad boy. I like your confidence.
White Sox -1. I'm going to go on the over, which I think is still 7. I got it at 7. Let's see if it's 7.
Harvey's liable to give up 7 himself in the first 3 innings.
White Sox -1. 7. Pinnacle -102. The over 7, the White Sox -1, and I will take the White Sox team total over, which is 3.5 -110.
Man, Pistol Pete, you don't need to touch another game with all those bets you got today just on the White Sox.
I'm also thinking about just like the White Sox first 5.
Why
which
not?
I will go.
Sure, why not do it a -5 alternative line? Why stop there, Pistol Pete?
All right, so I got that. The White Sox first 5 is -117 at Pinnacles. That's 4 plays. White Sox -1, White Sox first 5, the over, and the White Sox team total
fist
over.
Bump on that one.
Woo,
you are fired
up. Next one.
He had some Wheaties today, baby.
All right, I just gave 4 picks. Give us a pick.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to you calm down. Okay. All right, I love this guy on the mound today. He has cashed the last 3 times for me, and I don't see anything different today as he travels to Atlanta. Jeff Samardzija is emerging as one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's consistent. All right, this was a great pickup for the Giants. He's really found his place on their roster. All right.
Giants are now the #1 team in baseball in May in terms of ROI.
Unbelievable. And he's a big reason. All right.
And you were pointing to that like about a month ago. You were saying that you like the Giants in general.
And I'm just telling you right now, he's 7-2. He's got a 2.54 ERA. But what is even bigger than that is his confidence, and he's got the bats behind him. All right, Buster Posey, Hunter Pence is really swinging the bat real good. Brandon Belt. This team's middle relief has done so well as of late. It's letting the starters psychologically know, hey, I know that if something happens and I'm coming out, I'm strong behind me. So that goes a long way, buddy. The Braves are the Braves. Phillies, and I just don't like their position today. I think at home they get it handed to them. What's the first half run line, Pistol Pete? Favoring those Giants.
Now here's the problem with this game. You're taking big favorite lines if you want to take.
It's all right.
San Francisco.
Talk to me.
First half run line for the San Francisco Giants, minus 130.
Okay, that's not bad at all. What's the full game run line?
Full
then, Pistol
game
Pete?
run line. San Francisco, we can give you minus 117.
Yeah, wow, on the full game.
Yeah.
I guess that's value to me. It's value to me. I'm
The problem
taking
is
it.
the guy Foltynewicz has a good
Foltynewicz
arm.
he is. He's the real deal.
He's pumping fastballs in the upper 90s. He's pumping a slider at like 90.
But he doesn't go the distance either.
Right. No, he's not polished yet.
Yeah, he's not polished yet, but yes, very, very good. I just think the Giants are just going to build on momentum, jump out to an early lead.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta's horrible at home. Still,
yeah.
I don't care if they've won a few games.
Exactly, and I'm going with it. First half run line, Pistol Pete, full game run line, and I'm not backing off that. That's a confident pick.
Okay, sounds good. Then let's go to one of my picks that I bet on the overnight line. I took KC over Tampa Bay.
How many bets did you put in on that game?
I put a lot. In that one, I actually only took the over and KC -1. But I think the line is just kind of low. Andres, I'm not totally sold on him. Tampa Bay, not totally sold on him. KC kind of picking it up a little bit.
They are. They're picking it up. Tampa Bay's kind of going the other direction. They're just really a model of inconsistency right now.
Tampa Bay's offense started to get hot like about 2 weeks ago to 1 week ago. They're starting to slow down a little bit, and I think that's a regression that I was expecting. I think a lot of people were.
Yeah.
And if this were like minus 140, I'd stay off it. But it's just minus 105. The run line is plus 185. I can get on that side. So I'm going to take KC -1.
Wow, Pistol Pete, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm not. Again, I'm trying to just pick my spots, but I like your breakdown on that. That sounds like very confident. I'm surprised that's only minus 105.
Yeah.
That's a little
fishy, actually.
Doesn't that scare you a little bit?
A little bit, but I'll take it. You know what else I'm going to take?
Pistol Pete,
you know what else I'm
confident
going to
today.
take?
What are you gonna
KC
take?
team total over 3.5 minus 121 at Pinnacle right before the show.
Wow, over 3.5.
So that's 2 picks there.
Wow.
All right, now let's get to another game that I bet on the overnight line. I'm assuming this is one of your picks, and I'm liking it. It's the Chicago Cubs. On the overnight line, I took them.
I didn't know they were playing today.
What?
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Got you there, Pistol Pete.
Look, the Dodgers are coming up. The Dodgers are coming off that game at the Mets, right? So they're traveling, and they got Wood going, who's been pitching well. But you got the Cubs.
He's coming off a tricep injury, all right?
Yes,
literally,
exactly.
And tricep injuries, Pete. That's something that literally, I think you're going to protect it because you don't want to overthrow, and I think that might come back to hurt him. And you just top that with a train running down the track again, just totally full of momentum. That's a dangerous spot. And then you're throwing Hamill on the mound?
Yeah, you got Hamill, and then you got the line, which is low. So now it's starting to get to head-scratching fishy territory.
No,
What's up with this line?
No, it's not. I don't think it is. Adrian Gonzalez is absolutely blazing hot for the Dodgers, and I'm telling you right now, that little offensive spurt that he's having is probably a big reason that this line isn't, more of that. And they're expecting Alex Wood to bounce back real strong from that injury. But I also know he's going to be limited on the pitch count. So how far can he go? The Dodgers are terrible in middle relief. So I love it on the Cubs. I'm not going to let that part scare me off. What's the first half money line?
I'll tell you what. Let me tell you about. I bet this one on the overnight at minus 145.
It's down now, 30.
Now it's minus 128.
Yeah.
All right, so what did you say? First half money line?
Money line.
First half money line. Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'll give you as much as you need. Just get me the best line.
First half money line, minus 135.
Wow, okay. All right, now, how about the full game run line for those Cubbies with Hamill on the mound?
Full game money line, not out yet. Total's not out yet. You're going to have to take the Pinnacle opener.
Let's go with the Pinnacle opener on the full game run line. Another thing that's encouraging, and which, I didn't expect this, but Hayward's starting to really pick up his bat the last few games. So, hey, I'll stick my foot in my mouth.
You don't have to sell me on the Cubs. You have to sell me on why the line is where it is.
Well, that's something, Pete. To be honest with you, I think you're a little bit sharper on that.
Well,
but when something like that juggles down and gets bet down, maybe 10 to 15, from 35 to 120 or whatever it is now. It's 128. It was in the 40s. All right, I'm not real worried about it. I think that might be some public money expecting a letdown. I don't see that letdown coming.
I don't see it either. I'm going to be with you on the Cubs.
That's the kind of one, as you would say, if I lose that, I lost that because I'm not expecting.
I'm going to be with you. I'm on the Cubs -1, and I'm going to be on the Cubs first 5 money line minus 135.
Still coming in with confidence today, baby.
All right.
I love it.
Let's see. You got anything else for us?
I've got one other play.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's one game involving 2 plays, and I like this one a lot. And Nationals, they're going into Philadelphia. And Hellickson, even though, and this kid's still pitching extremely well. Let's not get that wrong. He's 4-3 with a 3.97. All right, but he doesn't give up a ton of runs. All right, but what's going on is this is a revenge. This is a total revenge series.
Yeah.
All right, Philadelphia earlier in the season went into Washington, swept their ass, whooped their ass, and I'm telling you, this team remembers that. All right, they're starting to pick up some mojo right now. Washington is, and they're watching what's happening with the Cubs again. So between the Cubs and the Mets motivating the Nationals to stay on top of their game, they're going to take advantage of a Philadelphia team that I cashed 3 tickets going against this weekend.
Nice.
I don't see that happening, not with this lineup. And plus, Rourke is not a bad pitcher. He's 3-4, but let's remember, he doesn't get a lot of run support. That's going to change today. It's why the guy has a 2.71 ERA. All right, I like this today. They're going to crank it up. Pistol Pete, what's the first half run line with the Nationals?
The first half run line with the Nationals plus 100.
Okay, plus 100. All right, now what's the full game run line with the
Full
Nats?
game run line with the Nationals. We can give
this
you
is the money right here.
Plus 127.
Okay, plus 127. Bang for your buck with Brenner on that one. Here's another thing. Philadelphia was outscored 17-5 over the weekend. All right, their bats have absolutely just gone dormant. They're
They're
can't
coming
find
down.
them.
They're now about number 5, I believe.
And Ryan Howard's finally back to, you know what, hell, I'm making so much money, I don't care if I hit or not. So I really think that. So, yeah, Nationals today. So, Pistol Pete, I got 6 total. Let me review them.
Damn, yeah, I got like 8 or something. I'm going to give a few more as well.
Matter of fact, go ahead. Let's do yours.
Well, I'm going to give St. Louis on the second half. I like fading Milwaukee. I like this guy Guerra, though, starting from Milwaukee, so I want to get away from him. I like St. Louis on the second half. Then there's a bunch of other borderline ones. There's two tomato cans starting in Pittsburgh and Miami.
You want to really go on that second half against what's going on with this offense with Milwaukee right now, with LaCroix cranking it up and Braun?
Huh.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Okay,
Just on the second half, but I also bet Milwaukee on the first 5 innings. You think that?
Okay, no, then you're hedging. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And
smart.
But you're high on Milwaukee.
Yeah, they're getting dangerous. They're getting dangerous, buddy.
I think so too.
Yeah.
All right. I'm also going to give Milwaukee on the first 5 innings.
Pistol Pete, baby.
I bet it. Why not? And then the other one, I'm thinking about. Baltimore has a tomato can going. Wilson.
That's right.
And Wright is doing well, right?
Yes,
and Boston is just like minus 104. That's kind of tempting. Take Boston, right?
It is, because their bats are just absolutely on fire as well. But I'm staying off at Pistol Pete,
And
but I'm not going to talk you off a damn thing today.
I'm also surprised you're not going with Verlander. That's got to have been a borderline pick for you.
Well, it is.
Chassin.
Matter of fact, let's talk about this game a little bit. Because Chassin, I don't know. You know what scares me about it? Detroit playing late. Even though it's not a 10:30, it's a 9 p.m. Eastern, right, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I just think Detroit traveling, Verlander late. Trout. And Pujols
no,
can
I hear you.
figure him out.
There's
Gotta
something
stay
kind
off
of fishy
man.
about it. All right.
Yeah.
I
heard him and Kate Upton are battling right now. They're at odds. So.
All right. So wrap up. Summarize what you got.
You got it, buddy. I'm going to nail this today. I'm feeling pretty good about it, Pistol Pete, for real. Cubbies today, first half money line, minus 135. Cubbies also on the full game run line. All right, we're going to give you the opener for Pinnacle on that one. I'm going with Nationals today, Pistol Pete, pulling the trigger on the first half run line plus 100, and also pulling that trigger on the full game run line, getting some bang for your buck at plus 127. And wrapping it up with 2 today out of one game that I love, the Giants today with Samardzija on the mound. First half run line minus 130, full game run line minus 117. I'm looking at those numbers like it's a regular money line. I see it balancing out like that because I see them covering that with no problem. The momentum that the Giants have right now can't be stopped with this pitcher on the mound. So there's my 6, Pistol Pete.
I like all your picks. I got about 8 or 10. I'm not going to review them because there's so many, and I'm going to add one final pick. San Francisco Giants second half.
Wow, there you go. I like that, Pistol Pete.
All right, Memorial Day. I think I'm going to have a good winning
Pete,
day.
We're in Costa Rica. It's Memorial Day. It's a little different for us down here, but you know what? Today is a day where my mind's back in the States, in Philadelphia as a kid. Memorial Day weekend.
Great town, Philly. Great town.
Going to catch a ball game. We used to go down to Veterans Stadium every Memorial Day weekend. No, I'm not kidding you.
No, I know.
God, I miss those days, Pistol Pete. I also miss those Philly steak and cheeses, by God.
Oh, yeah. Great town, Philly. Yeah. All right, Mike Brenner, good show, and we'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday card.
Let's do it, Pistol Pete. Let's beat that book and go Cubbies, baby!